Welcome back to another episode of Spark the Conversation. I have certified health and wellness coach and owner of Push Through Natural Fit, aka the Natural Fit Mom, Miss Tiara Conway, joining the show today. Tiara started her own fitness journey in 2015 to help get her health under control. And then motherhood hit and her fitness journey was halted. So she found her way back and started to inspire and help other moms. Before we get started, I'm gonna give you some more information about Tiara. So I've already told you she's a certified health and wellness coach, and she started her fitness journey in 2015, and she created Push Through Natural Fit. So in addition to being the Natural Fit Mom, she also has a nonprofit called Conway Care Packages, which she started in 2019. So that's something that she wants to get back to doing. I hope she is able to get back to doing it. That's all part of the motherhood hit. But is everything gonna get back on track? And so her regular day-to-day profession is being an infant and toddler quality coach. So Tiara is going to share her story with us about her fitness journey and how she helps other mothers find their fitness journey as well. So Tiara, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you having me on here today.
Thank you. So tell us why you started Push Through Natural Fit.
So it just really, I was just thinking about, let me get myself together. In 2015, I was taking 3 blood pressure pills. I also was diagnosed with endometriosis. And so I was just like, I need to be healthy. At that time, I was just a mother of 2. My sons were way younger. They're now older now, but they were way younger. And I was just like, I need to get myself together so I can be present for my kids. And I was feeling down, just feeling bad. So finally I was like, I need to take control over my life because my health declining was taking more control than I had. And so in December 2015, I decided to get a trainer and just kind of start my journey there. And in the process of that, I said, you know what? Be vulnerable and share your story. At first, I was like, I don't even want people to know that I've gotten to this weight or I was having these issues going on. I was kind of afraid. And it was almost like, God was like, hey, share your journey. You just never know who you can inspire. And so I just started sharing my story on Instagram. And as I did that, people just started responding like, oh my gosh, girl, you're encouraging me to just get up and do something. Yeah. I'm like, okay, so let's just see where this goes. And then I decided to start a blog, which was Life, Love, Lift. And I kind of just talked about, my journey. And in the process of that came the Natural Fit Mom. So I decided to start an Instagram page that was just catered to totally my fitness journey. And there I was, the Natural Fit Mom. At that time, I was looking up to so many women that I was seeing on Instagram. And I was like, oh my gosh, she looks so great. And I realizing that these women had surgery and it was like all these unrealistic expectations that I was putting on myself, thinking like, oh, I want to look like them. And our journey is just totally different. And so I, at that time, was like, oh my gosh, I'm getting my body how I want it to be, the natural way. And that's where the Natural Fit Mom kind of originated from. And then I decided to just keep pushing and then came Push Through Natural Fit. Because on my journey, it was days where it was hard, it was difficult. And I was like, Tiara, you got to push through. And it was something I would say on my videos, push through. And one of my friends was like, you know what, I was working out and I heard Tiara say push through and I kept going. And I heard her say that and I was like, wow, I didn't even know people were listening to me saying it. And it really made a difference. And so that came Push Through Natural Fit.
I love it. And I like how you said, like, you were looking at other women and you were like, oh, I like their body, but you found out that it wasn't, they didn't get it working out.
Yeah.
And what you do is your business. Now,
exactly. I do not knock you having surgery at all.
That's your business. But you touch on, like, everyone's journey isn't the same. And everything can't be in a hurry. You have to take time getting to the weight you want to get to, or whether it's eating healthy, getting a certain weight, getting a certain look that you want. It's all about loving you and you doing it the natural way. That's what you think. Like, I'm gonna do mine the natural way. So you end up saying, like, I don't have to be that ideal look.
Yes.
I accept how I look, how I'm doing my own journey. I love that. So motherhood hit.
Baby number 3.
Baby number 3. And listen, I see Tiara's videos on Instagram, and the baby be doing the workouts, y'all. It's
Yeah.
so
She's my trainer.
it's so cute. When at the end of the show, she's gonna give you her Instagram. You're gonna
Yes.
follow her because you're gonna see the baby. I was like, go ahead, girl. So after motherhood hit and it kind of halted your fitness journey, how did your own brand Push Through Natural Fit help you get that motivation back to be like, you know what? I need to get back to my own journey again.
Really, I honestly started just looking at old videos of myself and was like, okay, at some point you were here and you had 2 kids. And what can we do now that there's baby number 3? It is a difference. I was in my 20s when I had my sons, and then being in your 30s having a baby. I also got diagnosed with a blood clot and I had long.
I'm sorry.
I'm just saying it was a totally different journey. And I think I had to literally put on my health and wellness, like my coach had, and say, Tiara, stop being so hard on yourself. Like what you were before you had your daughter, you're not that woman anymore. And that's okay. This is a new story that you're starting, a new chapter. What can this look like for you now? And when you look in the mirror, look at the woman that you are now. Don't look back at, oh, well, in 2019, I look like this. In 2021, I look like this. And that's great that I did. And I worked hard to get there. But what are you going to do now? I can sit and dwell on that. And so I started using my old videos and old videos that I posted as for inspiration to other people. I started looking at those and found those inspiring to myself versus looking at those as I wish I was still there, because Tiara, you're not there anymore. And so I just use that as inspiration, like, Tiara, get up and do it. And especially having a daughter who looks up to me, it's like, I want to set this example for her to start being healthy at such a young age, being active, eating different, and just taking care of her body, but loving herself no matter what their body looks like. And so that's what I preached to her. And it was kind of like an inspiration of her. And then also just thinking where I was and how I just want to continue to excel and be better in whatever that is for me now. And so that's what I did. And I just took all that and the things that I've learned and I share with other women, and I had to use it on myself. So the sticky notes on the mirror, had to use that on myself. And just when I look in the mirror, say something positive. Don't say anything negative. I was so quick to say all these negative things like, oh, I remember when my stomach wasn't looking like this, or oh, I remember when my face wasn't so puffy. It's like, yeah, it's there, but how are you going to change that? Because talking negative about yourself isn't going to make it better. But once you start speaking life into yourself and saying, oh, Tiara, you're going to get back there. Or that one day I put that outfit on and it fits. Girl, you look good. Speaking life into myself. And so that changing that narrative helped me so much. And so now I'm continuing to push through. Still the natural way. Once again, no shade to anyone who tries to do it. You have to, it's your journey.
Right.
And even now, it's still my journey. Right. My journey doesn't look like any other mother or any other social media influencer that I follow. I'm in my lane and I have my journey and I'm just going to embrace it as I go through it.
I love that. And you because those issues, that blood clot that you got diagnosed with, you were like, oh no, I'm not, because you had 3 babies. You were like, I got to be from my babies.
I got to.
And so you were like, I started this brand. I'm saying it's from outside looking in. You the Push You Natural Fit mom, and you use your own, we say we motivate ourselves and we do that. But when you can see yourself like, okay, that was me. I need to get back to doing this. So you had baby number 3, then this life changing, you got a blood clot. Oh no. Halt. Okay, Tiara, let's get to it. So I like how that sometimes is where your own brand applies to you and you're like, because I knew where I was and I know where I want to be. But I'm like, you're like, I'm not going to rush trying to get there.
Yes.
It's still now, it's almost like you started over a new journey.
I did. That's exactly what it was. That journey I had prior to that took me 7 years to get to where I wanted to be. That journey was over. I was done with that.
Yeah.
And if I kept sitting in what I was never going to be where I am now. And so I had to just say, Tiara, you have to let that go. That was a good time.
Yeah.
But now it's time to start an even better time. And so just keep pushing, keep going. And whatever that journey looks like for you now, it's still your journey. and it's going to be a good one. So here I am.
It's gonna be a good journey. I had not. I was like, I just turned 30 last month, and I'm like, I don't have any babies yet. But when she said turn 30, I was like, oh God.
Girl, take your time. I was 36 when I had my daughter, and take your time. Because kids, I mean, which we will talk about, but it takes a lot out of your journey too, being a new mom. And even though it was my third time,
Yeah,
I'm still a new mom. And so just take your time. Ease into it.
Advice taken. So, being a health and wellness coach and also being a mom, how was that trying to juggle coaching other people and then being full-time mom?
It is difficult. I wish I could say that it was just so easy and I had just all this structure going, but I don't. Am I trying to create that for myself? Yes. And some weeks it looks amazing. I'm like, girl, you rock this week. And then the next week, my boys got 1,000 games. We got practice. My daughter is like very clingy. And I'm like, okay, today I'm just going to show up for myself this week. And what I'm telling other people to do, Tiara, I need you to listen to that. Take all of the advice and inspiration and motivation that you're giving to others and the time that you're taking out to make videos and, you know, get on social media and say, hey, I'm here to inspire you today. You know, get up and work out. And then I may wake up the next day and was like, I don't want to do that at all. And I just told everybody else they need to get up and work out. Okay, listen to that. And now give yourself 30 minutes, 24 hours in a day. You can give yourself 30 minutes. That's perfect for today. And maybe the next week I give myself an hour. So just learning how to prioritize has been big for me. Prioritize me amongst all the things that I do for others. It's just, Tiara, where do you fit in with that? So I literally now schedule me in, how I schedule everybody else in. Tiara, schedule you in. Yeah. Sometimes you have to put in your planner, Tiara, today you will do XYZ, whatever that is. And so that's been helpful, just planning me time.
Yeah.
It's hard. I wish I could say that it's easy, and I wish I could say every day it looks great, because sometimes I just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
I don't have that for me. Yeah. But if I'm telling other people to have that for themselves, I got to continue to show up for me. So it's just a balance. Yeah. I'm learning to see what that balance looks like.
Most definitely, because I felt it this morning. I was like, I don't want to work out this morning. I'm going to do it when I get home. So Miss Tiara has encouraged me to push through. So when I get done recording, I have to definitely go home and push through this workout.
30 minutes is good. Yeah. Just give yourself 30 minutes.
Okay, I'm going to do it. So let's get into how you help other moms, because when you started your journey, you don't even know that you were inspiring other moms.
No.
So let me ask you, why do you think, being a fitness coach and health and wellness coach, why do you think moms struggle so hard why do you think moms struggle getting back to life after having the baby?
I think because sometimes you really do feel like you have lost your identity. Mm-hmm. Your identity now becomes, I'm a mom. I don't care if it's your first time, second, third, fifth, it doesn't matter. And coming into my third time, I had in my mind that, when I have her, I'm going to get back to it and I'm going to do it. And then when it came, I just was like, okay, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I don't even know who this woman is anymore. Who is she? Like, I really just felt like I had lost myself. And it was hard coming back to my brand, considering where I was, to say, hey, y'all, like, I don't feel like me anymore. And I want to sit here and inspire you all. I wish I could do it, but right now I just don't have it for myself. And so when I finally got myself together, I wanted to be vulnerable and realistic in what that looked like, because it's not always a beautiful journey. It's hard. And I wish I could say, we have a baby and life is so great. It is great, but it's you that's more so struggling, because you're like, I'm trying to juggle being a mom. I want to get back fit. Social media can have a big influence on how you feel, because you're seeing other people who seem like they are just, crushing, right, having a baby and getting their body back. Right. And you're like, why am I taking so long? What's prolonging me? But I also had to say, Tiara, be realistic. What does your lifestyle look like? Like, are you able to cook every day, like some people are. You're not a stay-at-home mom. You have to still go to work on top of take care of your kids. So that what you see on social media just isn't your life, and you have to stay away from that. And I wanted to post like what my journey looked like, because I do feel like my life is kind of like the everyday what moms go through. We go to work, take care of our kids, and then now we're trying to find time for ourselves. And where's that time? And so with me sharing my journey with moms, I mean, I had people that would DM me like, thank you for just being vulnerable to share that you were not feeling like yourself, because I haven't felt that way. And even, year one went by and I still hadn't reached my goals of where I wanted to be. And it was hard for me to share that, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm a natural fit mom. I'm supposed to have this together, but I'm also human. And let me share to this mom that, you know what, I'm human too. And I'm still working through my journey, and you can too. So on days that you feel like you want to give up, trust me, I've been there too. But we can still push through and get through this together, one step at a time. Baby steps are just as good as, any big step. It's the no steps that we don't want to have. We want to keep pushing through and taking even those small steps. And so I hope that I continue to encourage moms to just, find your identity. You are more than just a mom. And it takes a long time to realize that sometimes from others. Sometimes people don't discover that till their child is 5 and off to school, and they're like, okay, I'm something other than a mom. I didn't want that for myself. I didn't want to wait until my daughter was older to discover me. I wanted her to see a mom that knew who she was, because I want her to know who she is. And I want to instill that in her. And so I was like, Tiara, you're going to have to pick yourself up. You're going to have to pull it together. And so that just took a lot of encouraging myself, writing notes to myself, positive notes to myself, and stop looking at all the negatives that I felt was going on of just raising a daughter. And I felt like I was older and still trying to be present with my boys, and give them what they once had, even though now I have a younger daughter who needs so much of me. And, it's just, I wish I can just say it was easy, but it wasn't. It took time. And I just recently, my daughter will be 3 in August. And even with my journey, I have really good months where I'm like just out here getting it. And then life happens and I fall off. But I'm going to keep pushing through. I'm going to keep moving. And I just hope other mothers know that you are important. You are more than a mom. You don't have to sit in that I'm a mother. Yes, you are. But you also are a business owner. You can be fit again. You can do all of these things. And I just hope that my page encourages mothers to keep pushing.
Yes, you encouraging me, and I don't even have a baby. So look, so what do you think? So for you, it was like, okay, do you think moms struggle with finding time to work out, or is it just no, is it just finding the time? It's not just the nothing. Is it finding
It's
the time?
finding the time. It's finding the time. Some nights your only alone time is at 12 o'clock at night. So you take advantage of that. And next thing you know, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, because you were just so happy to get a moment to yourself, whether you want to play a game on your phone, like it's just, or read a book. It's just, okay, I finally have some quiet time.
Yeah.
And I'm not ready to go to sleep because I haven't had a long time.
Yeah.
So then you find yourself, it's 2 o'clock in the morning and my day is about to start at 6:30.
Okay.
And then the rest of my day may be devoted to everybody else and what they need. And so finding that time is hard. And so it just literally, I'm like, okay, well, Tiara, it's 6:30 in the morning. Take 30 minutes for yourself. I know that's hard and you want to sleep in, but if I want to reach a certain goal and I want certain things for myself, I'm going to have to make a sacrifice. Yeah. And today I'm choosing to sacrifice sleep for myself. And hopefully tonight I can figure out something else where I can go to sleep and get, on a better schedule with my kids, so I can lay down and I'm not staying up to 2 o'clock, maybe 12 o'clock. Yeah. And so it took that, but time it's hard to carve that time. Yeah. And so I just try to tell women, like, take advantage. If your child has football practice or basketball practice, take the time to walk. Use that time. If you want to read a book, instead of reading it, maybe doing one of the audio books, listen to it while you're walking. if you're listening to a podcast, put it in your ear while you're walking. So then you're still being active and you're using your time wisely. Your child has practice, so you have to wait at least an hour. So just learning how to juggle all the things that you have going on and make that time for yourself. And it also comes in with how you eat. Being mindful of that, because sometimes we get so stressed out and hard on ourselves, we find ourselves emotionally eating. Learning how to kind of channel that, okay, I'm not feeling my best, and now I want a whole lot of sweets. Instead of eating a whole lot of candy, maybe let me buy some fruit. Let me figure this out where I can still kind of, cater to that craving, because right now I have a lot going on. I'm kind of stressed, but I'm not setting myself back from all the hard work that I've done. And so time to just eat right. That's hard too. And that's the biggest bulk of losing weight, is how we eat. And so I try to just kind of share some of the things that I eat on my, I have a subscription on my page, and I try to just share some of the things that I eat, because that is helpful in how you sleep, how you move through your day, your energy levels. All that comes from eating. Working out is wonderful, and I will always preach working out, but how you eat plays a huge part in how you feel. And so I like to talk about that as well. And the thing is, when you're eating healthy, you're instilling those things into your children to eat healthier. So, but time is just hard. It's hard to make that time, even for eating and just working out.
Miss Tiara said, if you want to listen to a podcast while you're working out, you should do that. I'm just saying, you should listen to Spark the Conversation. That's all I'm saying.
Hey,
I didn't say it. She did. So, so what if the mother has like a young infant? So what if they're not even ready to go to a football or basketball? What if they're like toddler baby to like 5? You're 5. Well, how would you give them advice to find their time when because toddlers need so much attention? It's like,
I know,
mommy, how do you help them find that balance? Or what advice would you give a mom that has their toddler is in their toddler phase and trying to find their time, but they want to be up on the mommy so bad?
Work out with your baby. If you go on my page, I have been working out with my daughter since day one. And it started with her being in the bouncy seat watching me work out to, you know what, let me just pick you up and allow you to be my weight. And just so sometimes, and I know sometimes we're like, okay, I want to get out of the house to work out and go to the gym. I went through that phase too for a year. I was like, I just want to get out the house. I have to work out at home. But something is better than nothing. And when you, like I said, when you want to reach a goal, you're going to make sacrifices and you're going to do what you have to do. It may not be what you like. It may not be as pleasant as you want it to be, but it's going to pay off in the end. And I worked out with my daughter. We just did it together. We put her in the stroller. We would just stroll together. So I would do my 30-minute walks with her, which now I probably have to do a 30-minute walk with her when I leave here, because that's a part of our routine now. And so with her now, I just let her work out next to me. Is it difficult sometimes when I'm like trying to rush, which I just talked about this on my page yesterday, of just like, sometimes I just want to do it by myself. I'm like, really? Do you have to work out with me? But I never want her to feel like she's a burden. And I also want to keep an everlasting impression for her to be like, you know what, my mama was just out here getting it, even with me right next to her. And then she also wants to be healthy later. And so I just suck it up. I be patient and we work out together, even though it may take a little extra. I can't get all 5 of my reps in, or whatever the case may be, but I did something, and that was quality time for me and her. So you have to just, take the good with the hard a little bit, because it is hard, but know that, those are memories. And you're still being active, and it's only going to make your child want to be active. So take those walks with your children. Allow them to be a part of your workout. Like, she has little weights, and she picks her little weights up, and she really thinks she's doing something. Y'all, she thinks she got a burpee down pat, but I just let her have it.
Let her live.
I let her have it. But incorporating your children in your workouts. I know we want to do it by ourselves, but sometimes you're like, you know what? During this part of my journey, baby has to work out with me, and it's okay. In a couple of years, I may be able to do it on my own, or I can find a gym that, has daycare. If you want to go to the gym, I do utilize that. YMCA, thank you for that.
Shout out to YMCA.
I know, because she loves it. But I do utilize that as well as she got older.
Yeah.
Yep. So we did start that about a couple of months ago. That's been helpful. But work out with your babies. Just stay active, move, work out with your babies, get you a little weight, and just figure it out and make some cute little videos and memories.
I love it. Tiara, thank you for joining. We're gonna wrap this up. I know it hasn't been feel like it's been that long, but it has been. Thank you for joining me today. Before we close out, you gave a lot of encouraging words to I feel like I hope a mother is touched by this. I know one mother is gonna be touched by I ain't gonna mention her because she's gonna get me. But I know one that's gonna be touched by this I'm related to. But do you have any final words, encouraging words to mothers, to other people who are not mothers, like myself, who have a fitness journey and trying to keep pushing and well, no pun intended, keep pushing. What are your final words?
Really, just recognizing your journey is your journey. And with push through is literally about pushing through all obstacles that's meant to stop you. You can get through anything. Utilize your village, utilize people that you know, and just stay motivated through the process. It's not easy, but the thing is you can do it. So continue to push through. You got this. I believe in you, but you have to believe in yourself. And so that's really it. Push through.
That's beautiful. Drop your socials here.
All right. Follow me at The Natural Fit Mom. You can check out me and my daughter. Getting it in, staying fit, The Natural Fit Mom. That's me. So make sure you follow.
Yes, because I follow her and say the baby getting down. Thank you for joining Spark the Conversation. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. You can also listen to me on YouTube Music. Follow me on Instagram at spark_the convo. And then you can also follow my Facebook page, Spark the Conversation. I won't be back next week. I know. It's okay. But I am moving to a new posting schedule, which I will announce in the coming weeks. But I will be back with my next guest on August 11th. So make sure you follow those socials to stay up to date on any new announcements or updates I have on the coming shows. See you all then.